What if the biggest surprise in Heartland history isn't a wedding, but a baby? Imagine Amy standing in complete silence, holding life-changing news while Nathan waits for an answer that could redefine their future forever. After everything Amy has endured, the heartbreak of losing Ty, years of healing, and finally opening her heart again, could season 20 begin with a moment that changes the Heartland family forever? While nothing has been officially confirmed, one fan theory is growing louder every day. And if it turns out to be true, episode 1 could become one of the most emotional premieres the series has ever delivered. Ever since the emotional ending of the previous season, Heartland fans have been asking one question above all others. What happens next for Amy Fleming? After years of putting her family first and slowly rebuilding her life following Ty's heartbreaking loss, Amy finally reached a place where hope felt possible again. Nathan's heartfelt proposal wasn't simply about romance. It represented a future that Amy once believed she might never have. Instead of asking her to forget the past, Nathan offered to build something new while respecting everything she had already lived through. That single moment immediately sparked countless discussions among fans. Many viewers believe Season 20, Episode 1 could begin shortly after the proposal, with Amy quietly thinking about what her next chapter should look like. Accepting Nathan's proposal would not erase Ty's memory. Instead, it would show the emotional growth that Heartland has always celebrated. The series has never been about replacing people. It has always been about learning how to carry love forward while continuing to live. But another theory has captured even more attention over the past few months. Some longtime fans believe Amy may discover that an even bigger surprise is waiting for her before wedding plans can truly begin. According to this growing theory, Amy could learn that she is expecting a baby with Nathan. While there has been no official confirmation from the show's creators, the idea has quickly become one of the most talked about possibilities surrounding Season 20. If the writers decided to explore this storyline, it would completely change the direction of Episode 1. Instead of focusing only on engagement celebrations, the season could begin with Amy facing one of the biggest decisions of her life. After everything she has experienced, becoming a mother once again would bring happiness, excitement, and uncertainty all at the same time. For Amy, motherhood has always been deeply connected to love, sacrifice, and family. Raising Lindy after losing Ty required incredible strength. Every challenge she faced made her stronger, but it also reminded viewers just how much she had overcome. If another child were to enter her life, it wouldn't replace the family she already has. Instead, it could represent a beautiful reminder that life continues to offer hope even after unimaginable heartbreak. Nathan's reaction could become one of the most emotional parts of the season. Throughout his relationship with Amy, he has consistently shown patience, kindness, and respect, not only toward Amy, but also toward Lindy and everyone at Heartland Ranch. Rather than rushing into decisions, Nathan has always tried to understand Amy's feelings before thinking about his own. That is exactly why many fans believe he would approach such life-changing news with quiet excitement instead of overwhelming emotion. Rather than making grand promises, Nathan would likely reassure Amy that whatever happens, they will face it together. That simple message has always reflected the spirit of Heartland, where family stands together through every challenge. At the same time, Amy would naturally have mixed emotions. She knows that every major decision affects more than just herself. Her responsibilities to Lindy, Jack, Lou, Katie, and the ranch have always shaped the choices she makes. Bringing another child into that already complex life would require careful thought. The possibility of balancing motherhood, marriage, and the future of Heartland Ranch could become one of the most compelling emotional journeys the series has explored in years. As Episode 1 unfolds, viewers could watch Amy wrestle with questions she never expected to face again. Is she truly ready to begin another chapter of motherhood? Can she embrace a future with Nathan while continuing to honor the beautiful memories she shared with Ty? And perhaps most importantly, how will this unexpected possibility reshape the future of the entire Fleming family? Those are the questions many fans are asking as anticipation for Heartland Season 20 continues to grow. Although the writers have remained completely silent about the actual storyline, theories like these continue to fuel excitement across the Heartland community. If even part of this speculation proves true, Episode 1 could deliver one of the most emotional and unforgettable openings in the history of the series. If Amy truly finds herself expecting a baby, the news would almost certainly remain a secret at first. Heartland has always allowed its biggest emotional moments to unfold slowly, giving every character time to process life-changing events before sharing them with the rest of the family. Instead of making a dramatic announcement, Amy would likely spend several days trying to understand her own feelings. Happiness, fear, excitement, and uncertainty could all exist together, making this one of the most emotional chapters of her journey. Many fans believe the first person Amy would confide in is not Nathan, but Jack. Throughout every season, Jack has been the steady heart of Heartland. Whenever Amy has faced impossible choices, she has turned to her grandfather for guidance rather than answers. Jack has never forced Amy to make a decision. Instead, he has always reminded her to trust herself. Imagine Amy quietly sitting beside Jack after another busy day at the ranch. She may not know exactly how to begin the conversation, but Jack would immediately notice something is different. He has watched Amy grow from a young girl into a confident woman, and he understands her better than almost anyone else. Before Amy even explains everything, Jack could simply remind her that life has a way of surprising people when they least expect it. That conversation alone could become one of the most touching moments of the season. Rather than focusing on fear, Jack would encourage Amy to see the future as another opportunity to build on everything their family has already overcome. Heartland has always been about resilience, and Jack has spent years teaching that lesson to every generation of the Fleming family. Eventually, Nathan would also learn the truth. Many viewers believe his reaction would reveal just how much his character has grown. Earlier in his life, Nathan often carried the weight of financial struggles and personal disappointments. Those experiences shaped him into someone who values stability and honesty above everything else. Instead of panicking, Nathan would probably focus on supporting Amy. He knows she has already lived through unimaginable loss, and he would understand that this moment is about much more than becoming parents together. It is about building trust, creating a secure future, and proving that their relationship is strong enough to face whatever comes next. At the same time, another important question would begin to surface. What happens to Nathan's dream of moving to Salt Spring Island? For several episodes, Nathan has imagined starting over somewhere peaceful, away from constant pressure and painful memories. He believes a quieter life could give both of them the fresh beginning they deserve. But if Amy is expecting a baby, that dream suddenly becomes much more complicated. Heartland Ranch is more than just a home. It is where Lindy has grown up, where Jack continues protecting the family's legacy, and where Amy has dedicated her life to helping horses heal. Leaving all of that behind would never be an easy decision. This could create one of the season's biggest emotional conflicts. Nathan may still believe Salt Spring Island offers the perfect future, while Amy feels that Heartland is exactly where their growing family belongs. Neither of them would be wrong. They would simply be looking at the future from different perspectives. Instead of arguing, the two would likely spend time trying to understand each other's hopes. That has always been one of Heartland's greatest strengths. The series rarely creates conflict through shouting or betrayal. Instead, it allows characters to work through difficult emotions with honesty and compassion. Meanwhile, the rest of the family may begin noticing subtle changes in Amy. Lou might sense that her sister is carrying an important secret. Katie could wonder why Amy suddenly seems more thoughtful than usual. Even Lindy, with her close bond to her mother, might notice that something has changed long before anyone says a word. These quiet moments could slowly build suspense throughout episode 1, keeping viewers wondering when the truth will finally come out. Rather than revealing everything immediately, the writers could carefully increase the emotional tension until the perfect moment arrives. As speculation continues surrounding Heartland Season 20, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Fans are not simply hoping for another dramatic storyline. They want to see Amy find lasting happiness after everything she has endured. Whether that happiness comes through marriage, a growing family, or an entirely unexpected twist, viewers are eager to watch the next chapter of her journey unfold. If this popular fan theory becomes reality, Episode 1 would not simply introduce another season. It could begin a powerful new era for Heartland, one built on hope, healing, and the promise that even after life's greatest hardships, beautiful new beginnings are still possible. As Episode 1 moves toward its emotional conclusion, many fans believe the biggest moment may not come from a dramatic twist, but from a quiet family gathering that changes everything. Heartland has always proved that its most unforgettable scenes are built on genuine emotion rather than shocking surprises. If Amy is truly expecting a baby, the writers could save the revelation until the very end, creating a cliffhanger that leaves fans counting the days until episode 2. Imagine the entire Fleming family coming together after another busy day at the ranch. Jack, Lou, Katie, Lindy, and Nathan are all enjoying a peaceful evening, unaware that Amy has been carrying an important secret. Throughout the episode, viewers would have watched her struggle with uncertainty, wondering if this was the right time to share such life-changing news. When the silence finally breaks, every emotion could come rushing to the surface. Many fans believe Jack would be the first to smile. After everything this family has endured over the years, another child would represent something much greater than simply welcoming a new member of the family. It would symbolize that life continues to move forward, carrying with it hope, love, and the promise of another generation. Lindy's reaction could become one of the sweetest moments of the entire season. Having already shown incredible maturity throughout previous seasons, she would likely be excited about the idea of becoming a big sister. Her happiness could remind Amy that families are not defined by the hardships they experience, but by the love they continue to share every single day. Nathan, meanwhile, could find himself overwhelmed with emotion. Throughout his journey on Heartland, he has worked hard to earn Amy's trust and prove that he is ready to stand beside her through every challenge. Learning that they may soon become parents together would strengthen his commitment even more. Rather than making promises with grand speeches, Nathan would likely reassure Amy in the quiet, sincere way that has made so many viewers appreciate his character. However, one important question would still remain unanswered. What does this mean for the future of Heartland Ranch? The ranch has always been more than just land. It represents family history, unforgettable memories, and the values that have guided every generation of the Flemings. If Amy and Nathan begin planning a future together, they must decide whether their lives should remain at Heartland, or whether Nathan's dream of moving to Salt Spring Island still has a place in their future. Many fans believe the writers may avoid forcing Amy to choose between love and family. Instead, Season 20 could explore a balanced solution that allows Amy to protect Heartland's legacy while also building a new life with Nathan. Such a decision would perfectly match the spirit of the series, which has always shown that change does not have to mean leaving the past behind. This storyline could also open the door for Lindy to take on a bigger role than ever before. As she grows older, viewers have already seen her develop the same kindness, compassion, and natural connection with horses that made Amy so special. Some fans even believe Season 20 may quietly begin preparing Lindy to carry Heartland's legacy into the future. If that happens, the series would come full circle. Years ago, viewers watched Amy learn from Jack and build her extraordinary bond with horses. Now, Amy herself could become the mentor, passing those same lessons to her daughter while preparing the next generation to continue everything Heartland stands for. That kind of storytelling has always been one of the show's greatest strengths. Instead of relying on constant drama, Heartland focuses on family, growth, forgiveness, and hope. Those timeless themes are exactly why millions of viewers have remained loyal for nearly 2 decades. Of course, it is important to remember that none of these storylines have been officially confirmed. At the time of writing, CBC has not revealed the complete plot for Heartland Season 20, Episode 1. Everything discussed in this video is based on popular fan theories, ongoing speculation, and clues that viewers have been discussing within the Heartland community. Until official information is released, the exact direction of the new season remains a mystery. Even so, the excitement surrounding Season 20 continues to grow with every passing week. Whether Amy and Nathan begin planning a wedding, whether a baby becomes part of their future, or whether the writers surprise everyone with an entirely different direction, one thing is certain. Fans are hoping for a season filled with heartfelt moments, meaningful character development, and the emotional storytelling that has made Heartland one of television's most beloved family dramas. What do you think? Could Amy really be expecting Nathan's baby, or do you believe the writers have a completely different surprise waiting in Season 20? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Heartland news, updates, and fan theories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. So, what do you think? Could Heartland Season 20 really begin with Amy discovering that she's expecting Nathan's baby? Or do you believe the writers have an entirely different surprise waiting for us? Right now, nothing has been officially confirmed, but that's exactly what makes this waiting period so exciting. Every new rumor, every fan theory, and every small clue gives us another reason to imagine what the next chapter of Heartland could look like. If there's one thing this series has taught us over the past 19 seasons, it's that life is never predictable. Heartland has never relied on huge plot twists or over-the-top drama to keep viewers interested. Instead, it has always focused on real emotions, family bonds, second chances, and the quiet moments that stay with us long after an episode ends. That's why millions of fans around the world continue to connect with Amy, Jack, Lou, Lindy, and the entire Fleming family. For Amy, the journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. We've watched her grow from a young girl with an incredible gift for understanding horses into a strong, compassionate woman who has faced heartbreak, loss, and countless challenges. Losing Ty changed her life forever, but it never broke her spirit. Over time, she slowly learned that moving forward doesn't mean forgetting the people you love. It means carrying their memories with you while finding the courage to embrace happiness again. That's one of the biggest reasons why so many fans are invested in Amy and Nathan's relationship. Whether you support them as a couple or still believe Ty will always be Amy's one true love, there's no denying that Nathan has brought a sense of stability, kindness, and hope into Amy's life. If the writers choose to continue that journey in season 20, it could become one of the most emotional chapters the show has ever told. At the same time, Heartland has always been about more than just one character. It's about family, it's about the legacy of Heartland Ranch, it's about passing wisdom from one generation to the next. No matter what happens in the new season, fans are hoping to see more heartfelt moments between Jack and Amy, more unforgettable family gatherings, and more beautiful stories that remind us why this series has remained so special for nearly 20 years. Many viewers are also wondering if season 20 could be preparing the next generation to carry the Heartland legacy forward. Lindy has already shown signs that she shares Amy's deep connection with horses, and as she continues to grow, she may eventually become one of the central figures of the series. Watching Amy guide her daughter the same way Jack once guided Amy would bring the story full circle in a truly meaningful way. Of course, until CBC officially releases details about Heartland Season 20, every prediction remains just that, a prediction. The actual story could be completely different from everything we've discussed today. That's why it's always important to separate official announcements from fan speculation. Still, imagining what could happen is part of the fun, and the Heartland community has always been filled with passionate fans who love sharing their own theories. As soon as new information, official trailers, casting updates, or production news becomes available, we'll be here to break it all down for you. We'll continue covering the latest Heartland updates, exploring the biggest fan theories, and discussing everything we know about the upcoming season. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Amy and Nathan are ready to start a family together? Would you like to see a baby storyline in season 20, or would you prefer the writers to take the story in a completely different direction? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your predictions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Heartland updates, trailers, fan theories, and behind-the-scenes news. Your support helps us bring you more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next Heartland update. Goodbye.